Hello everyone, we are gonna explain to you a little bit about the education in Norway. Um, in my group there is three people, David Luna, Taylor Barrios, and me, Javier Vega. So David is gonna talk to you about the past in the education system in Norway.
So, in the beginning, schools, and this is true in every part of the world, schools used to be very expensive. So basically, only rich people could afford it, and everyone else got tired or didn't think of wasting more money. Instead, they will work or find a job in something else instead of a study. But in 1997, the government of Norway uh, reformed the primary and the middle school education so that the, the municipalities will manage them from primary school up until middle school. And in up until 2005, private schools were illegal in Norway. In 2006, they will become legal, and there are a lot of um, international and private schools in Norway. The public school system in Norway is so good that almost all children, regardless of their status, are going to public school. So in that way, you can see how much how the Norwegian system is so high quality. And well, my partners are going to explain that a little further.
Okay, let's continue with the school system. Okay, the education system in Norway consists of three parts: primary school, middle school, and high school. In primary school consists of grade 1 to 7, and this year are considered quite relaxing for a student with only a few standardized tests. In the middle school consists of grade 8 to 10, and the student have the option of studying various electives or foreign language, and have the option of dropping out after graduating from middle school. But the majority of the students continue with the studies. In the high school, students choose from three streams, that help them decide whether they want to prepare for college education or take more creative and artistic subject. And students also have the option of spending a year or more of high school in a foreign country as an exchange student. Okay, the education. Norwegian schools strongly believe that childhood days are some of the most valuable days in life, and school teachers encourage students to socialize, play sport, and have fun instead of boring them with a bunch of tasks. They believe that this helps the general development of a student. Even the teaching methodology of a student is not designed to prepare them of to obtain good marks in the test, but make them good citizens. And the university system, there are two kind of university: public university and private university. Uh, Public university don't charge tuition fees while private university can do it. Therefore, Norwegian universities offer various courses for bachelor and master degrees. A bachelor degree takes 3 years to complete, while a master degree will take two more. And a PhD take an additional 3 years. Most of the master courses are designed for students to gain practical experience in their respective fields, making them more competitive in a professional environment.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about a little bit about the opportunities of studying in Norway. For example, one of the opportunities that you can find there is that you can visit or you can know a little more about the majestic nature in Norway. For example, in Norway. It's a country that has become renowned for its progressive attitudes toward protecting the environment. The country, in another hand, the country is a world leader in electric car use, and more than 95% of the country's electricity comes from hydropower. Um, Plus, many businesses and universities maintain admirable principles of sustainability. Okay, another thing that we can find, another opportunity is that Norway in general is a safe place to study. The crime rate in Norway is low. Actually, it's very low. Um, this allows for the massive difference in population size. The US has 10 times more prisoners and 8 times as many murders per year. The reasons are in some way complex, but you can trace them to the point where culture meets politics. I mean, Norway is run as a social democracy, and the the another opportunity you can find is the higher education that they have the one of the most best levels in education in the world. Um, so let's move on to the requirements to study in Norway. If you want to study in Norway, you have to first have to complete application form. Look for application form in some web pages or in some agencies that can offer these services to the people or to the students that are not Norwegian. And secondly, you have to have a receipt of having paid the application fee. There is in $650. And another thing that you can keep in mind too for having is that a valid travel document, for example, a passport, and you have to have a driver license as well, and and the other things that you can find in here. Okay, I'm gonna share with you some web pages that you can use for applying and in order to study in Norway. There is some web pages like, for example, studynorway.no and UDI.no and so on. In these web pages you can find more information about how to study in Norway, and if you wanna study there.
Okay, that's all, folks, and I hope that y'all enjoy our presentation, and I hope that you can find Norway a country in which you can study and build your future in a best way, in an interesting best way. Thank you for watching us.